And we welcome you to the Celtics Arena here in Boston, Massachusetts, where we have the Boston Celtics playing host to the Los Angeles Clippers. I am Vinny from Vita Productions, and we welcome you to another NBA2K26 productions of the 2025-2026 season playthrough here. As we have the Clippers on the road at 9-3, taking on the 6-7 Boston Celtics. As we look at the starting lineups here, we got Harden, Beal, Bogdanovic, Leonard, and Zubats, the starting five for the Clippers. And for the Celtics, we have Anthony Simmons, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Xavier Tillman Sr., and Luka Garza at center. Again, both teams have injuries here as Chris Paul is out 4 to 6 weeks with a broken left finger. For Brook Lopez, day-to-day now as the Clippers do win the tip. For the Clippers, and of course Jason Tatum still out 4 to 6 weeks with a sore left wrist for the Celtics. You see Beal with it, give him over to Harden. Harden over to Beal. Back over to Beal again as we're coming through, and there's a jumper, and that is no good as Luka Garza will grab the rebound for the Celtics. It's been a little bit of a slow start for the Celtics here at 6-7. That's not where they felt like they are. As you see, Luka Garza will get the game's first 2 points for the Celtics. Zubats back over to Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal for three, and that is off no good. Tillman Sr. with the... I see Simmons with it. Simmons for three. He misses that one. As you can see, Celtics 57% shooting from the field, 29 assists in their win in their last game against the Grizzlies. As the calendar is now Sunday, November 16th in this season playthrough, we see Kawhi passing up the shot. Bogdanovic for three. That is off the rim, no good. As we are a minute and a half into the game here, White for three. That is no good. Kawhi Leonard grabbing the rebound for the Clippers. This is the Clippers' second time being showcased here. And you see Bogdanovic for three. He misses it, but Zubats will get the rebound in the slam dunk, and we are tied at 2. Jaylen Brown crossing the timeline. So we are 2 minutes into the first quarter. Into the game, I should say. Is Simmons coming through? Simmons, no good, as Zubats will get the rebound here. Kawhi Leonard with it. Coming around, Kawhi. There's this shot. That's good, and the Clippers are on top for the first time in this game. Kawhi Leonard with averaging 19.7 points per game. As we're about 2.5 minutes into this game, a 2-point Clipper lead, 4-2 early on. You see White for three. He drains it, and it's a 5-4 Celtics lead. As you can see on that little ticker there, the Celtics have won the most NBA championships with 18, the most recent coming in 2024. I see Leonard. There's a shot. That is good. Kawhi has 4 points in this game, and the Clippers are back on top. Or was that James Harden? No, Harden had the assist. That was Kawhi with the points, but you see James Harden's stats, though. As you see, he gets the steal. Harden's coming through. Harden with the layup, and that is good, and it's a 3-point lead for the Clippers. 3 minutes and 15 seconds into this ball game. 8-5, Clippers on top. Jaylen Brown, as he's coming through. Brown with it. Almost lost it for a second. Brown. That shot is no good. Bogdanovic will grab the rebound. Bogdanovic, a former Sacramento King, pass it over to Zubats, and Zubats with the dunk. I see Zubats made second-team All-NBA defense a season ago for the Clippers, and they're up by 5. Simmons coming through, being guarded by Harden. Passing back over to White. Under 10 to shoot on the shot clock. Jaylen Brown. Thought about the three for a second, but now he's got to get a shot going off. There's 2 on the shot clock. There's a shot. That is no good. Bradley Beal grabs the rebound here over 4 minutes into the game. 10-5, the Clippers on top. See Kawhi Leonard inside. That is good. Bradley Beal with the assist there. As Kawhi Leonard's having a very good start to this game. You see Jaylen Brown, and there's an illegal screen called against Luka Garza. That is his first personal. And that is a turnover against the Celtics, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. See Leonard getting the inbound. James Harden passing it over to Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam dunk. It's 14-5, a 10-0 run for the Celts. Or for the Clips, I should say. And we have our first timeout by the Celtics here. 7:14 to play in the first quarter. The Clippers leading it 14-5. And I'm going to keep it for this timeout because usually the first timeout I always go with my self-promotion here on my channel. I am Vinny from V-Dub Productions. I do sports video games on this channel. And you're currently watching a NBA 2K presentation of the 2025-2026 NBA season playthrough where I play one game for every calendar day, every 2 calendar days, I should say, maybe 3 calendar days, depending on how the schedule is looking. And after I play the game, then I go through stats of the players. Then I go through the post-game tickers for those 2 to 3 calendar days of games that are not played. Then I go through the injury report or any other news and notes that are worthy from around the league in this season playthrough. But then I also do other content like College Football 26, where I do simulation games. There will be one simulation game coming up later tonight, but at the time of this recording, I have not had it determined because I will not do simulation games now until the college football playoff rankings are revealed. I have to still see if I can get at least 3 to 4 games a week. And then also, if you saw earlier, after this game is over with at the time of the recording, please do watch my initial 28-team college football playoff that I do for my own self. I'm going to have the FBS do 28 teams, and you'll see the projections and my criteria of who qualifies. As you see the Celtics giving up a 10-0 run right now. They inbounded here, trailing 14-5. Luka Garza had 13 points and 8 rebounds in the last game against the Grizzlies. In their last game, a win. You see Simmons for 3. He drains it. That ends a 10-0 run. And it's a 6-point game. You see Bradley Beal. That is tipped, and that's going to be stolen by White now. White has it. He's going to go coast to coast, and he does. Derek White, and it's a 4-point game again. 5 quick points coming out of the timeout for the Celtics. And you see Kawhi Leonard with it coming through. Leonard passing over to Beal. Beal, that is good for 3, and it's a 7-point lead again for the Clippers. The Clippers, I know, led by as many as 8 points, I believe, in their game against the Phoenix Suns the last time we watched them here. I see Tillman Sr. coming through, back over to Brown. Jaylen Brown. 6 to shoot, 5 to shoot. Garza, there's a bucket. That's good. It's a 5-point game again. 5:43 to play in the first quarter, 17-12. Beal for 3. That is no good. Brown with the rebound. Back over to White. Derek White for 3. That is off. No good. James Harden with the rebound. Coming the other way for the Clippers. And there's the alley-oop to Zubac. And the Clippers are back on top by 7 here. 5:14 to play in the first. And the Boston Celtics trailing by 7 right now. They are 6-7 on the season. I do not believe they've been above 500 at all this season, while the Clippers are 9-3 on the season. White for the deep inside shot, no good. Zubac will grab the rebound here. James Harden with it. Clippers are out rebounding the Celtics 8-4 right now. So they own the boards right now. As you can see, Beal, that shot is up no good. White with the rebound. Bradley Beal has 3 points on 1 of 5 shooting and 1 assist. Not off to a good start shooting-wise. Tillman Sr. for 3. No good. Zubac will grab the rebound as Harden has it now for the C's. Get it over to Leonard. Leonard, layup. Good. 9-point lead. It's a 9-point lead for the Clippers. If I sound like I'm being a little more quiet or not too excited right now, it's because I'm doing this late at night. Don't want to wake anybody up at my house here as we have a timeout called 4:03 to play in the first quarter, and I'm going to take a timeout as well. 21-12, Clippers on top. We'll be back. And we are back here at Boston. The Clippers off to a strong 21-12 start right now. 4:03 to play in the first quarter here. So we're going to get some substitutions made. I definitely see some for the Celtics here. Inbounding. Brown still in the game for the Celts. Give it over to Simmons. Simmons for three. That is off, and Kawhi Leonard, easy defensive rebound there for the Clippers here, trying to go up by double digits. There's Harden. Gives it over to Dunn. Back over to Leonard. Leonard for three. He drains it. Kawhi Leonard puts the Celtics up by 12, their largest lead of the game. See there, Boucher has it for the Celtics, passing it over to Simmons. Chris Boucher, 9 points in that win against the Celtics. As you see the miss there, Zubac will grab the rebound. Leonard with it. Kawhi Leonard. Give it back over to Collins. Back over to Leonard. So we got 10 on the shot clock for the Clippers. Back over to Zubac. Zubac passing it over. Collins for three. That is off. Zubac tips it, but Kata will get the rebound. Jaylen Brown with it. Passing it over to Simmons. Simmons for three. He drains it, and it's a 9-point game. 2:35 to play in the first. 24-15. Clippers on top. You see Kawhi Leonard passing it over to James Harden here. 10 on the shot clock. Passing it over to Collins. Collins is going to get the layup, and it's back to an 11-point lead again. Look at the field goals here. Clippers 12 of 19. The Celtics only shooting 6 of 16. You see Jaylen Brown. There's a jump shot. That's good. Jaylen Brown at home averaging 23 points a game, 4.3 assists a game, and 1.3 blocks per game. Under 2 minutes to play now in the first quarter. 9-point lead for the Clippers. See Kawhi Leonard coming through. He's at 5 to shoot now. With Leonard, that is off the rim, no good. And there's a rebound. Rebounds and edge, 11-7 for the Boucher. Passing it over to Simmons. Back over to Hauser. Back over to Simmons. Simmons for three. That is off the iron, no good. Leonard with the defensive rebound for the Clips. He's coming through. Leonard. There's a jump shot, and that's good. Kawhi Leonard has 15 points in this first quarter already, 8 points in the paint. As we're approaching 1 minute to play here in the first quarter, it's an 11-point lead for the Clippers. Jaylen Brown, he's going to come through with the shot. That is good. It's back to a 9-point game, under a minute to play here. Field goal percentage, the Clippers at 62%, the Celts at 42%. I see Collins passing it over to Leonard. Leonard for three. He drains it. Kawhi Leonard now at 18 points on 8 and now 9 shooting. 3 rebounds for the Clips. And that's stolen by Zubac. Zubac's coming over to Chris Dunn. Dunn coming around. Dunn with a jump shot. That is no good. Simmons will grab the rebound. Back over to Boucher. Simmons with it. Under 4. Now, still 13 to shoot, so they do have to get a shot off before the end of the first quarter. See Simmons with it. Coming around. 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot on the shot clock. He's going to go to the line, and Chris Dunn called for the foul, and that's going to go in for an and one opportunity.
Chris Dunn. Personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Anthony Simons.
Oh, it's Simons. Never mind. I thought it was Simmons. Been saying that name wrong the whole time in the first quarter, but Simons at the line. And he shoots it. He makes it 31-22. Waning seconds of the first. Beal, deep three to end the first. That is off the rim, no good. And we end the first quarter with the Clippers up by 9, leading it 31-22. We'll be back to start the second quarter shortly. Welcome back here at Boston as the Celtics will inbound at the start of the second quarter. They're trailing by 9 here, 31-22 as Cato with it coming through. Cato with the dunk there, and it is 31-24. Get the first 2 points of the second quarter for the Celtics. As we see here, Dunn, Beal, Collins, Brown, and Jones Jr. in the lineup for the Clippers to start the second quarter. Collins with it. They got to get the shot off here, too. There's one. Shot's up, no good. Hauser will grab the rebound. Pritchard with it as Boucher has it. Back over to Pritchard. Back over to Boucher. 8 to shoot. Boucher. He misses that one. Chris Dunn will grab the rebound here. 1 minute into the second quarter. They see Brown coming around. He's going to go to the line.
Defensive foul.
Cato called for his first personal foul. Clippers scored 121 points in their last game against the Mavericks. A win against the Mavericks, too, as Brown is called for the foul, or going to go to the line to shoot the and one. And he'll make that, completing a three-point play here. 10-point lead for the Clippers here, just over a minute into the first quarter. As you see Hauser coming around. Derek White will get the assist there for the Celtics. 34-26 now. Bradley Beal with it, passing it over to Brown. And Brown with the slam dunk. Scored the last 5 points for the Clippers right there in just a matter of seconds. Hauser, we get over to Boucher. Boucher coming around. Chris Boucher. And he'll get his first points of the game. It's back to an 8-point game again here as we're approaching 2 minutes into the second quarter. Chris Dunn coming with it. And he's going to lose the ball for a second, but Beal will recover it here. 10 to shoot on the shot clock. Back over to Collins. Collins with another slam dunk. And now we have the AT&T connected cam. Sorry about that, guys. I'm still getting over something. As we got 9:50 to play here in the second quarter. 10-point lead for the Clippers again, but I believe they led as many as 12. See Boucher coming through. Boucher, he's been rejected. As you see, Bogdanovich will now control it for the Clippers. As you see Chris Dunn with it. 2.5 into the second quarter. Collins back over to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich back over to Collins here. 9 to shoot on the shot clock. Collins passing over to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich for 3. No good. Hauser grabbing the rebound. Still a 10-point game. Back over to White. White coming through. Back over to Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard. 6 to shoot. He's going to get that three-pointer off. That is good. He drains it. It's a 7-point game. Is it over for Brown? Brown. Back over to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich. 4-3. That is no good. Cato will grab the rebound for the Celtics. Back over to Derek White. Derek White come back over to Boucher. Back over to Hauser. Hauser for 3. He drains it. It's a 4-point game now. Celtics not going away yet. See Chris Dunn, and we will have a Clippers timeout here, and I'll be taking a timeout as well. 8:10 to play here in the fourth quarter. It's 38-34 LA Clippers on top. We are back here in Boston. It is a 4-point game now. As I said, the Clippers are led by double digits for most of this portion of the game, but the Celtics are scratching and clawing their way through the game. As you see the Clippers, you see Leonard will inbound it. He will pass it to Collins. Back over to Dunn. Dunn with the layup, and it's good. It's a 6-point lead for the Clips again. So we're approaching 4 minutes into the second quarter. Peyton Pritchard. As for the Celtics here, 7:55 now to play in the second. Back over to Jaylen Brown. Brown. There's a jumper. That is good. It's a 4-point lead again for the Clips. See Kawhi Leonard with it, crossing the timeline. Coming through. Clips. Back over to Dunn. Dunn for three. That is no good. Hauser will grab the rebound. Back over to Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard. He's coming through. Still holding on to it here. 14 to shoot. White coming through. Back over. White with a big jumper. That's off. No good. Collins will grab the rebound. Dunn with it for the Clips. See Bradley Beal. Back over to Leonard. Leonard for three. He drains it. The Clippers are back on top by 7. Off that Kawhi Leonard three. He's had a very strong first quarter. And it looks like he wants to continue having a very strong game to this point. Here you see Bradley Beal coming. Beal with the layup. That's good. It's a 5-point game again. We saw the point stats earlier for him averaging points at home, but now this is the season average as a whole. 24.7 points per game for the former Cal Bear. You see Collins coming around back over to Beal. Over to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Leonard coming through, and that is good. Kawhi Leonard. He has 23 points. And you see that pass to Brown, and Brown, he cannot make that layup as Bogdanovich will grab the rebound. Chris Dunn's coming through with the layup of his own, and that's back to a 9-point lead. Bogdanovich getting the assist there. The Clippers have 16 assists so far in this game. They average a little bit under 27 assists per game. They're up by 9. And you see there's 8 to shoot. Jaylen Brown passes it back, and it's going to be stolen by Beal. Coming through for Dunn. Dunn back to Leonard. Leonard, that shot is good. He has 25 in this game. Chris Dunn with the assist as James Harden's at the scorer's table waiting to come back into the game here. 5:20 to play here as we have another timeout called by the Celtics. We look at the hustle stats there. 3 steals, 16 fast break points in this game as we're going to take a timeout with the Clips up by 11. And we are back here in Boston. 49-38, the Clippers on top. 5:22 to play in the second quarter. The last time we had a timeout, the Celtics cut it to within 4. Now it's been a big run again for the Clippers. And they're back up by 11. They were up by as many as 12 earlier in this game. Simon's back into the lineup. I thought it was Simmons the whole time, but it's Simons. Simons for 3. He drains it. It's back to an 8-point game again as we're approaching 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Kawhi Leonard. Back over to James Harden. Harden coming through. Bogdanovich for 3. That is no good. Anthony Simons will get the rebound as Jaylen Brown's coming. Brown back over to Garza. Garza back to Derek White. Back over to Tillman Sr. Simons for 3. That is no good. Leonard will grab the rebound. Easy rebound for Kawhi Leonard. 23 in this game already as Collins is going to get the layup, and that's good. It's back to a double-digit point lead again. Clippers 23 of 38 shooting. The Celtics only 17 of 33. Back over to White. Back over to Simons. Simons for 3. That is no good. Jones Jr. will grab the rebound as Bogdanovich with it. See the Clippers averaging 44.9 rebounds per game as you see. I believe that is Leonard again. And it's a 12-point lead again. Largest of the game. Tie for the largest lead of the game for the Clippers here. Back over to Tillman. Xavier Tillman Sr. with it under 10 to shoot. Pass it over to White. White for 3. He drains it. It's a 9-point game again with 3.5 to play in the second. Harden crosses the timeline. Back over to Jones Jr. Back to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard for 3. That is off the rim. No good. Derek White will grab the rebound. Back over to Simons. 3:10 to play here. You look at that score from last night. That was part of the ticker. 150 to 99. The Cavs over the Memphis Grizzlies there, 150. You got to think about 2K in their simulation. You see Kawhi Leonard with a slam dunk again. It's an 11-point game. He's at 29 points. Clippers up by 11 with 2:40 to play in the second. Simons coming through. He'll get the layup, and that's good. 55-46. Anthony Simons, 23.8 points per game on average for the entire season. Back over to Harden. James Harden for three. He drains it. And the Clippers are back up by 12. He's averaging 26 points per game on the road. 2:10 to play here in the second quarter. It's a 58-46 lead. I see Jaylen Brown for three. That is off, no good. James Harden grabbing the rebound. 2 minutes remaining here. You see the rebounds, 20-14. The edge, and make that 20-15 now an edge of the Clippers. White coming through. Trailing by 12. Back over to Brown. Brown to Garza. Garza, he misses that one. Jones Jr. will grab the rebound. Leonard giving over to Bogdanovich, and Bogdanovich. That's a layup. That's good. 60-46, largest lead of the game for the Clippers, up by 14. Simons coming through. Simons with the layup. That's good. Anthony Simons has 16 points in the game. He has 7 in this second quarter as we have another Clipper timeout here. 77 seconds to play here in the second until halftime. We are going to take a break. 60-48, Clippers on top. All right, we're back here in Boston. 60-48, the Clippers on top. A minute 17 to play until the halftime. As we see Pritchard and Simon. I think Simons is moving positions, but Pritchard's back into the game for sure. As you see Leonard getting ready to inbound it. 19 to shoot. As you see Bradley Beal coming through with it. Clippers on top by 12. They're up by as many as 14 in this game. Beal with it. That shot is up. That is off the rim. No good. Xavier Tillman Sr. will grab the rebound. Pritchard with it. Crossing the timeline. 15 to shoot on the shot clock. Pritchard giving it back over to Tillman Sr. Tillman Sr. with the layup. That is good. It's a 10-point game again. 46.1 to play until halftime. Kawhi Leonard crossing the timeline. Kawhi with it. There's a shot. That is good. Kawhi Leonard, I believe, is now at 31 points in this game. He is. He's had himself a very strong first half so far. 31 points. See Simons for three. He drains it. It's a 9-point game. 25 seconds until halftime, so they do have to get a shot off for the Clippers here. Simons at 19 points on 7 of 14 shooting. He does have 2 rebounds to go along with it. They still can basically hold on theoretically until the very end. Even if they miss it, it's not going to be enough time. There's a shot that is no good, though. Brown with it. He's going to have to get a heave of desperation shot. That is no good. We head to halftime here, and the Clippers, on top of a 31-point effort by Kawhi Leonard, they go to the halftime leading it 62-53. And I'll be back after this halftime report. We are back here to start the third quarter here. It's a 9-point lead for the Clippers, led by Kawhi Leonard's 31 points. He has 4 rebounds and 4 assists to go along with those 31 points. They led by as many as 14. As you see, Luka Garza inbounding it over to Brown. Start the second half. Simons, he has 19 points with 2 rebounds and 2 assists. You see Simons, White, Garza, Brown, and Tillman Sr. on the floor to start the second half for the Celtics here. Tillman Sr., that is no good. Kawhi Leonard grabbing the rebound. Back over to Beal. Beal with it. He has 16 to shoot here. Over to Harden. James Harden back over to Beal. And there is a reaching foul called against Derek White. That's his first personal and the first team foul in the third quarter for the Celtics. See Harden back with the inbound. 10 to shoot for the Clips. There's a screen there for James Harden. Back over to Zubac. And Zubac will get the layup. He has 8 points in this game. Clippers shooting 60%. The Celtics at 50%. That is not a bad shooting percentage by either team right now. See Brown with it. Back over to Garza. Luka. Over to Tillman. Tillman Sr. for 3. No good. Bradley Beal will grab the rebound here as we are over a minute into the second quarter. Kawhi Leonard is going to go to the line, and one opportunity for him. Xavier Tillman Sr., his first personal foul. Second team foul against the Clips. Or against the Celtics, I should say, as Kawhi Leonard. He has 33 in this game, but now with the free throw, he could try to make it 34. And he drains it. 34 points for Kawhi Leonard. He has his first 3 of the second half. Simons with it. So it had a 19-point first half. Simons coming along with it, being guarded by Harden. As Simons will get the shot off, that's no good. Zubac will grab the rebound. Minute and a half, you see Bradley Beal, that's no good. Derek White coming with it, as you see Brown with it. Brown coming through. Brown with it. Passing over to White. White back to Simons. Simons for 3. That is no good. Beal with the rebound. Give it over to James Harden. Back over to Simons. Or no, not Simons. You see James Harden going coast to coast with that slam dunk. I believe that's a 16-point lead now. That's their largest of the game. 69-53. You see Jaylen Brown inbounding it to Simons. Over 2 minutes into the third quarter. Celtics, can they get on another one to scratch and claw their way back into this game? Luka Garza will get there. That helps that cause there. It's a 14-point game. So we're 2.5 now, officially into the third quarter. As there's going to be another foul against Xavier Tillman, as Leonard's going to the line again. This is the third team foul for the Celtics, and we're only 2.5 minutes into the third quarter as Kawhi is at the line again. This time shooting 2. And he's already at 34 points in this game. Leonard will hit the first one. He's at 35. And the lead is now back up to 15 for the Clippers. Leonard will miss the second one, so he's at 35 points still. See Jaylen Brown having it, passing over to Simons. Simons with it, being guarded by James Harden. 7 to shoot, 6 to shoot. Back over to Tillman Sr. White for 3. That is no good. Bogdanovich will grab the rebound. The rebound edge, 26-19 in favor of the Clippers. Bogdanovich to Harden. Harden for three. That is no good. Garza will grab the rebound. Simons will give it over to Brown. Jaylen Brown for three. He drains it. 12-point game. Jaylen Brown had 8 points on 44% shooting in the first half. Mixed with that three, he now is in double figures. And that is tipped, and that will be off the Celtics, so it's still going to remain Clippers ball with 12 to shoot. 3.5 into this third quarter here. 12-point lead for the Clippers. Back over to Kawhi Leonard. See Leonard coming around with a layup, and that's good. And the Celtics will call a timeout here. Kawhi Leonard, 37 points on 16 of 18 shooting. And we are going to take a timeout with 8:21 to play in the third. We are back here in Boston. Here we look at the league leaders for opponents' points allowed a game this season. You see the Clippers are fourth with 109.7 points allowed per game. I see Boston trailing by 14, getting ready to inbound it. Jaylen Brown to Anthony Simons. Simons kept the Celtics in this game for a while. You see Simons coming around. I believe that's his first 2 points in the second half. Yep, that is. He has 21 points in this game. He has 8 points in the paint so far. 8 minutes go here in the third quarter. Leonard coming through. Over 9 to shoot. Leonard, layup good. Kawhi Leonard with 39 points. And we're only 7:44 to play in the third quarter. Should definitely be interesting how the minutes are going to be played out if this game becomes a blowout. Simons for three. That is no good. Zubats with the rebound. I do not think we had a 50-point game yet in this season playthrough yet. Kawhi Leonard for three. He's at 42 now. See 18 in the first, 13 in the second, 11 now. This has been the Kawhi Leonard show. It's a 17-point lead for the Clippers. Largest of the game. You see Luka Garza. Give it over to Simons. Simons with 8 to shoot. Simons with a layup attempt. That is no good, but he gets his own offensive rebound. Passes it over to Xavier Tillman Sr. Garza for three. That is no good. Bogdanovich with the rebound. Harden with it. Give it over, back over to Kawhi Leonard. Bogdanovich with it. 6:35 to play in the third. Bogdanovich for three. That's good. It's a 20-point lead, and they continue to extend on the largest lead of the game here. They're up by 20 for the first time in this game. Simons needs to get something, trying to get something here. That is off, no good. Zubats will get the rebound. Bradley Beal with it. Over to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. Back over to Harden. Harden, that's rejected by White, but Beal still keeps control of it. Bogdanovich with 8 to shoot. 7 to shoot. Bogdanovich for three. That's no good. Zubats will get the rebound, and he'll get the points, and that's 10 for him. 22-point lead for the Clippers here. Under 5:40 to play here in the third. Jaylen Brown with it. Coming around, Jaylen Brown with the layup. That's good. Hopefully that can get the Celtics a little bit of a spark here. Down by 20 now. Bogdanovich passing it over to Leonard. Leonard getting a little screen here. 8 to shoot here. Bogdanovich for three. He drains it. Bogdanovich puts the Clippers up by 23. Largest lead for the Celtics in the game was only that 2-0 start. They're up 2-0 at 5-4, and that's been it. Simons coming through. Holding on to it now, 5 to shoot. Anthony Simons passing over to White. White for three. Zubats will grab the rebound as Bradley Beal with it coming through. Bradley with 4.5 to play here in the third. 85-62. Leonard for almost thought he was going to go for it for a second. He will make the shot up. That is good. Kawhi Leonard with 44. It's 13 in this third quarter, and we're looking for some substitutions here. 25-point lead for the Clippers. Anthony Simons for 3. That is no good. Bradley Beal will grab the rebound. Back over to Leonard. Leonard passing back over to Beal. We almost thought he was going to go for it again. And why not? He's had a hot hand in this game, Kawhi Leonard. Over to Zubac. Back over to Leonard with 7 to shoot on the shot clock. He's going to get that shot up. That is good.
Defensive foul.
White called for the foul as we have a timeout called by the Clippers. Up by 27 with 3:44 to play. Leonard going to shoot the free throw when we come back. Welcome back to Boston. It's a 27-point lead for the Clippers here as Kawhi Leonard is at 46 points, and he's going to the free throw line to try to make it 47 points with the Clippers up by 27, 3:44 to play in the third. As I mentioned earlier, it was 2-0 Celtics and 5-4 Celtics, and it's been all Clippers since. As Kawhi will miss it, as Keita will get the rebound for the Celts. 27-point lead for the Clippers here. Need to get something going here. Jaylen Brown. That is off the rim, no good. Bradley Beal has it. After getting the pass from Collins off the rebound. James Harden. He puts the Clippers up 91-62. 29-point lead. As Chris Boucher back into the game. Gives it over to Keita. And that is no good. Collins will grab the rebound. James Harden with it. Bradley Beal for 3. That is no good. Hauser will grab the rebound. Passes it over to Pritchard. Pritchard back over to Boucher. Boucher for 3. That is no good. Collins with it. Bradley Beal has it. Harden over to Leonard. Leonard has 46 in this game. He may have his final points of the night. As you see, Harden for 3. He drains it. 32-point lead. Again, sorry guys, I've been just having something going on with me. But this is what happens when you do live commentary. See Jaylen Brown coming around, being guarded by Kawhi Leonard. 4 to shoot. Brown's going to get it, no good, as we're under 2 minutes of play in the third quarter. Kawhi Leonard passing over to Bradley Beal. Back over to James Harden. Harden, jumper, no good. Pritchard with the rebound. Back over to Brown. See Jaylen Brown coming around. He loses it, and that's going to be officially stolen by Zubac. As Kawhi Leonard coming through. Kawhi with it. He's going to get the layup, and that's good. He has 48 points in this game, 28 of them in the paint. And it's a 34-point lead for the Clippers. He has been definitely a huge part of that. Want to see Jaylen Brown with the bucket. Look at that, the Clippers shooting 42 of 67. The Celtics only 27 of 63. As we're under a minute to play here in the third quarter. Kawhi Leonard. There's a jumper. That is no good. Hauser with the rebound. Wonder if he's even going to reach 50 points, if he's even going to be playing in the fourth quarter with how the margin is right now. Back over to Boucher. Boucher for 3. That is no good. Zubac with the rebound. They still do have to get a shot off. Beal with the layup, and that is good. It's back to a 34-point lead again. Zubac with the assist, though. You can see Pritchard coming through. Pritchard, and that's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be Clipper ball. As we have substitutions being made. Leonard is going to stay in the game for the Clips. They might want him to have 50 points. We have not had a 50-point game yet in the season playthrough by anybody yet in a watched game. And I don't think that's going to happen yet. You see Jones Jr. for 3. That is no good, and we will end the third quarter here with the Clippers leading it 98-64. 1 quarter left to play here in Boston. And we'll be back. Starting the 4th quarter, we have the State Farm assist of the game. You see James Harden alley-oop to Zubats early in the early part of the game here. Brown will inbound it to Dunn here as we start the 4th quarter with the Clippers up by 32. See Max Christie into the game for the first time. Collins with it. Dunn, Christie, Collins, Brown, and Jones Jr. the starting lineup for the 4th quarter. You see Cada with it back over to White. As Hauser will get the layup there. It's a 32-point game. 34, I believe it's the largest lead for the Clippers. See Max Christie for 3. That is no good. See White coming around, and White will get bucket there. Back-to-back buckets is a 30-point game. As we're about a minute into the 4th quarter. Christie with it. Give it back over to... No, he still has it, though. I thought he was going to get ready to pass it. Now he passes over to Collins with 8 to shoot. Are they taking their time? They might be taking their time with it. Kind of don't blame it. You see Chris Dunn for 3. That is off the rim. No good. White with a rebound. Give it over to the Boucher. Boucher still holding on to it. That's a team that cannot hold on to it. As White in and out, and Brown will grab the rebound for the Clips. Over to Collins, and Collins is rejected by Hauser, and the Celtics will have it again. Celtics coming around with the ball. 17 to shoot, back over to White. White will get the jumper from inside. That is no good. Brown will grab the rebound here. No points in the last 20-something for the Clippers here. You see Dunn for 3. No good. And those seconds have actually also drained back to the final seconds of that 3rd quarter. So Pritchard with it. Peyton Pritchard back over to White. And there's a screen right there. White doesn't get it for that long. Pass it over to Hauser. Hauser for 3. He drains it. 27-point game. And there is a timeout by the Clippers, and we are going to stay on for me to tell you guys an announcement that I usually make in the first time out of the 4th quarter. Remember, when this game is done, we are not done yet, as we still have the statistics for the players, as well as the post-game ticker and injury report, or any news and notes by the league that are newsworthy here. And also that, reminding you, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, we will be heading to San Antonio for this time for sure it is the final unique game. And by unique game, I mean games in a schedule block that is featured between 2 teams that have not been shown yet. And that will be between the Memphis Grizzlies at the San Antonio Spurs. We get a first look at Ja Morant. We get a first look at Victor Wembanyama, De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, the San Antonio Spurs. I think that's going to be a team that's going to really surprise everybody in the real-life NBA. I want to see how they do here in this season playthrough as well. That calendar flips to November 18th, 2025. And that'll be aired tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. So do please leave a like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. See Coach Ty Lue. And his Clippers are 10-3 on the season here. You see Brown. Passing it back over to Chris Dunn here, leading it by 27 points. So once again, it is Memphis at San Antonio tomorrow. Sanders into the game now for the Clip joint. See Brown, there's a bucket Shot up, no good. Pritchard with the rebound. You see over to Williams. Williams with it. And that is off, no good. Collins will grab the rebound here. Under 9 to play in this game. Here in the fourth quarter. Collins giving it back over to... No, he still has it over here. 9 to shoot. Back over to Dunn. Dunn for 3. He drains it. It's a 30-point lead again. Derek White for the Celtics. As he's coming around with the bucket, that is good. It's 101-73. Anybody who's watching this, how are you enjoying your team's season right now? AC Brown with it. Give it over to Chris Dunn. The 7 to shoot. Dunn for 3. No good. But there's a rebound right there. As you see the Clippers with it again. We have not seen Kawhi Leonard yet. As you see Dunn again. No good. I doubt we'll see Kawhi Leonard in this game. I kind of want to see a 50-point game by somebody. And there's Hauser with it. It's a 26-point game. 7:35 to play in the fourth. 101-75. Clippers on top. And you see Brown with it. 9 to shoot for the Clippers. As I said, they could take their time right now. They're up by as many points as they can. They're trying to drain the clock. And that shot is no good. Williams with it. No, if the Celtics keep hitting their shots right now, we may actually have a closer game than we think. There's a part of me that thinks this could actually happen one time with 2K logic. See, Brown, there's a shot that's no good. Collins with the rebound. But you see the Garden starting to empty out a little bit. You see Collins with the slam dunk. It's back to a 28-point game again. John Collins, 8 points. 8-point ball, all 8 are in the paint. See White with it. Coming through. Back over to Hauser. Hauser for 3. He drains it. 25-point game. 6:20 to play in the fourth. As it right up, I believe it was 34 points going into the, see Sanders for 3. That is no good. I believe it was 34 points going into the fourth quarter. The Clippers, I think, had as many as 36, and there's a 3 right there. It's only 22 points. We might see some of the starters come back into this game with 5:44 to play. Who knows? Done with it. They see Sanders coming around. 9 to shoot. Sanders for 3. That is off the rim. No good. Jaylen Brown is in the game. They see Hauser back over to Pritchard. Pritchard for 3. That is off the rim. No good. Collins with the rebound. See Chris Dunn coming with it. Back over to Brown. Brown for 3. That is no good. Williams with the rebound. See Peyton Pritchard with it. Crossing the timeline. Over to Brown. To Jaylen Brown. There's a screen there for a second. Hauser has it. 4:48 to play in the fourth. White for 3. That is good. It's only a 19-point game. As you're looking at some substitutions being made, or waiting to be made here. 4.5 to play here in the fourth. It's 103-84. Done with it. As I said, they are trying to play keep away here. Done. That is no good. Williams has it. Gives it over to Pritchard. Pritchard with it back over to Brown, and Jaylen Brown with the slam dunk. Suddenly it's 17 points. 4 minutes to play here in the fourth. You see Jones Jr. coming around. He is going to go to the line as Hauser will be called for the foul. If you are still sticking around this game and you stuck around for the whole time watching this, you guys are awesome. And if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out, as well as my College Football 26 content. As I said earlier, I did a 28-team bracket, as you see, we got some substitutions being made. Zubats, I know, is supposed to be coming back into the game. Kawhi is back in the game. Wow, I did not think we'd be seeing him in this fourth quarter, but you know what? It went from 34 to 17 pretty quickly here. As you see, the first free throw was missed. And he makes the second one. It's an 18-point lead, but as I was telling you guys just a second ago, I'm doing a 2018 playoff of my own for FBS, and the first projected bracket will be out, has already been out. As you see, Brown for three. He drains it. It's now a 15-point game. 3.5 to play here. You see the starters are back in the game for the Clippers. Bradley Beal with it. Back over to Harden. Back over to Leonard for three. That is no good. Zubats will get the rebound and the tip and the bucket there. Second chance points for him. I believe he's now at 12 in this game. 106-89. 3 minutes now to play here. White for three. That is no good. I see Kawhi Leonard. He's at 48 points. Still a chance for him to get 50. Leonard with it. Is he going to pass it? No, he's still going to have it. 4 to shoot. He's going to get that off, and he will get 50 points. First 50-point performance of this, as we have a timeout by the Celtics here. As I said, Kawhi Leonard, first 50 points of this season playthrough so far in a watch game. 2:31 to play in the fourth. It's a 19-point lead for the Clippers. We'll be back. And we're back here in Boston here as we have the player of the game for 2K26, Kawhi Leonard. And it is an obvious player of the game here. He has 50 points in this game. He is the big reason why the Clippers have dominated this game from start to finish. I know the game is 19 points, but it was as far as 36 points. Could it be garbage? Were those garbage time comeback? Who knows? Still 2.5 to play. Garza with it. After the inbound here, gives it back over to White. White finding over to Xavier Tillman Sr. Simons for three. No good. Bogdanovich with the rebound. It seems like the Clippers have been playing better since the starter's been back in the game. You see Bogdanovich coming around. Look at that. The Clippers are 48 of 90. The Celtics 37 of 81. 2 minutes remaining. 21-point lead for the Clippers. I know that they got to within, I think, 15 at one point for the Celtics. As you see, Jaylen Brown, he misses that. Zubats will get the rebound here. 1:40 left. Bradley Beal passing it over to Zubats, and Zubats with the slam dunk. Back to a 23-point lead again. 1:32 to play here in the fourth. Simons coming around. Holding on to it, 10 to shoot. Give it over to Tillman Sr., back over to Brown. 4 to shoot. Back over to Simons. 2, 1. Simons for three, he drains it. 20-point lead, 1:08 to play in the fourth. All the Clippers have to do is just hold on to it. We're not winning. I don't think there's going to be a comeback in this game. And you see Zubats, though, will still get the slam dunk. 53 seconds in the fourth. Simons giving it back over to White. White to Brown. Brown for three. That is no good. Kawhi Leonard will grab it. Here in the fourth quarter. Ten to shoot. Put it over to Harden. Back to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich for three. No good. Garza grabbing the rebound. White will now grab it. As we're down to the waning seconds of this game. Brown, is that for three? That is a three-pointer for Jaylen Brown. I wasn't sure if he was inside or not. And they're just going to hold on to this. And the final score, the Clippers 114, Celtics 95, in a game that was worse than what the final score indicated. The Celtics did make it a respectable score in the fourth quarter, but that was garbage time points there. Kawhi Leonard, of course, with a 50-point performance, leads his team to a 19-point victory when they were up by as many as 36, I believe, as you see Leonard being interviewed by Ali LaForce, which you cannot hear because I have the in-game commentary turned off while you hear my commentary. Get used to it, folks. And we are not done yet here as we look at Kawhi Leonard for the player of the game. Win or lose, NBA 2K always has us start with the home team, and we start off with the Boston Celtics here. Let's see, Anthony Simmons, 24 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He led the team despite only having 5 points in the second half. Jaylen Brown, 23 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Derek White, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 block. As we have Sam Hauser off the bench, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block. Luka Garza had 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Peyton Pritchard, 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists, and a turnover. We got Xavier Tillman Sr., only 2 points, and he was a starter too. 3 points, 3 rebounds. This is where you are going to miss Jason Tatum for the Celtics here, as Chris Boucher only had 2 points. He had 1 rebound and an assist. Nemias Keita, 2.6 rebounds and 1 assist and a block. We had Josh Minot with 1 minute of play, no stats. Amari Williams had 4 rebounds. That was it for his 6 minutes of play. And you got RJ Luis Jr., Jordan Walsh, and Hugo Gonzalez. Brian Shireman did not play for the Celtics in this game. And now for the victorious Clippers, the visitors. As I said, Kawhi Leonard led everybody with 50 points, and it was not even close. I said his 50 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal. Did not think he was going to come in the fourth quarter. But I think once the game got to within like some kind of a respectable score, they got that. Sarge came back in, and he was able to get his 2 points to get to 50 points in that fourth quarter. So congratulations to him. He is the first 50-point performer in a watched game in this season playthrough. Zubac, 16 points, 14 rebounds, 1 assist and a steal and a block. James Harden, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists and a steal. Bogdan Bogdanovic, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. John Collins off the bench, 8 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. He almost had a double-double off the bench. Chris Dunn had 7 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. Bradley Beal, 5 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. Kobe Brown had 5 points and 2 rebounds. Derek Jones Jr. only had 1 free throw he made, but he did have 3 rebounds in the game as well. Kobe Sanders, no stats at all. Same with Cam Christie. I thought that was Max Christie. That's my fault there. Jordan Miller, only 1 minute of play, no stats. You got Nicholas Batum, Yannick Conan Niederhauser, Trenton Flowers. They all did not play for the Los Angeles Clippers. And that is going to do it for the statistics portion of this game. The post-game ticker brought to you by 2K Sports. And now we have the remaining games for Sunday, November 16, 2025, a game that we just watched. The Celtics 114-95 winners over the Boston Celtics in a game that was a little bit more respectable than how the game really was. As you see, that big fourth quarter by the Celtics was the only reason why they were losing by 19 and not by 34 as they were going into the fourth quarter. The Kings fall to the 76ers, or to the Spurs, 113-94, a team that we're going to be seeing in tomorrow's game. The Spurs are now a game above 500, I believe, for the first time this season, as the Kings fall to 4-10. The Wizards will get their fifth win of the season, 124-100 winners over the Nets. The Rockets claw their way to 500, 137-105 winners over the Orlando Magic, who have now lost 4 of their last 6 games since they won that 6-game winning streak. The Warriors get into double figures in win total as they win 122-89 over the New Orleans Pelicans. The Mavericks 113-97 winners over the Portland Trailblazers in a game that the Mavericks really needed because they were sliding for a second, losing 5 of 6 before this game against Portland. The Suns 143-121 winners over the Atlanta Hawks. Both teams are 8-6. And the Chicago Bulls 112-110 winners over the Utah Jazz. As the Jazz fall to 2-11, they are tied for the worst record in the league with the Nets as the Bulls go to 7-5 on the season. Games on Monday, November 17, 2025. We start off in Cleveland where the Bucks with the 133-108 winners over the Cavaliers. We head to the Motor City where the Pacers with the 122-98 winners over the Detroit Pistons. The Clippers win on back-to-back nights, 121-107 over the 76ers. In South Beach, the Heat end a 8-game losing streak. They win 124-106 over the New York Knicks in South Beach. The Raptors go to 6-8 with the 142-112 winners over the Charlotte Hornets. The Timberwolves improved to a league best 13-1 with a 129-110 winner over the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks could not get back-to-back wins. They were 7-0 at one point, but now they are 9-6. They have now lost 6 of their last 8 since starting off 7-0. The Thunder are now 13-2 on the season, 142-124 winners over the New Orleans Pelicans. And last but not least, the Bulls 134-119 winners over the Denver Nuggets. And that will be your post-game ticker here. As my friend RJL Network would say, if your team won, congratulations. If not, there's always tomorrow. Injury report for the games after November 17, 2025. As we had the 76ers, Edgecombe still out, as well as McCain for 1 to 2 weeks. Bucks have no injuries, neither do the Bulls. Cavaliers, as I said, Struss out still another 4 to 6 weeks, with Larry Nance Jr. out 1 to 2 weeks. Jason Tatum still out with a sore left wrist 4 to 6 months. Chris Paul still hurt 4 to 6 weeks still, as Brook Lopez is still recovering. He is day to day. He could be returning soon. Memphis Grizzlies, Zach Edey still out 1 to 2 weeks with a sore right ankle. The Hawks are no injuries to report. Miami Heat, as I mentioned, Rozier still indefinitely suspended for his involvement in the NBA throwing games. He was arrested for a gambling scandal, so he is indefinitely suspended. Tyler Hero's status is now up to hurt, but he's still out with 1 to 2 weeks. Charlotte Hornets, no injuries to report. Neither do the Jazz, neither do the Kings. Knicks have no injuries. Lakers, no injuries. Orlando Magic, Wendell Carter hurt. Pinched nerve in the back, out 4 to 6 weeks. Derek Lively still out 4 to 6 weeks, as well as Kyrie Irving. Michael Porter Jr. is now hurt, but he's still out 4 to 6 weeks, as Terrence Mann is still out 2 to 4 weeks. As we are now looking at the injuries for the Nuggets, Bruce Brown still with that fractured eye socket out 2 to 4 weeks. Christian Braun, strained groin, out 1 to 2 weeks, and Jonas Valanciunas is out day to day with a bruised tailbone. We all know that Tyrese Halliburton, he's out for the season with the Achilles with that injury from the NBA Finals. Pelicans, no injuries. Pistons, Jaden Ivey still out 4 to 6 months with a cracked vertebrae in the neck. Raptors, no injuries. Rockets, as I've been saying, Van Fleet out for the season. Spurs, no injury, so we're going to have a full lineup for them. Phoenix Suns, no injuries. The Thunder does have injuries as Hartenstein's still out 1 to 2 months. But you see Alex Caruso recovering, strained right hip. He is day to day. He's soon to return. Minnesota Timberwolves, no injuries to report. And as I said, we still got lengthy injuries. As I said, Lillard out for the season for the Trailblazers, and Sharp still out for another 2 to 4 weeks. Warriors, no injuries, and Whitmore for the Wizards still out 1 to 2 months. Carrington and McCollum still out 1 to 2 weeks with various different injuries. And that is your injury report for the games played after November 17, 2025. And that will do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like, comment, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as well as the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do drop, not just for this project, but for my College Football 26 content as well. As I mentioned, we'll have a simulation game a little bit later tonight. At the time of this recording, that has not been determined because, as I said, I now wait until Tuesday night to decide which games will be my College Football 26 content that I'll be doing, because the Tuesday nights will now be the nights that the College Football Playoff rankings will be revealed. And also, as I mentioned earlier, I am doing a 28-team College Football Playoff for fun, just for myself, to see how it would look like. I went 24 teams like how the FCS did it, but now I'm doing 28 teams just to expand it just a little bit. So I just want to see how that would work out, as those will be played on my channel as well. So do keep an eye on that. That video, the first projected video, has already been out prior to this video being out. So again, do watch that video at the end of this video. And that will do it here for me. Reminding you guys, the final score, the Clippers 114 and the Celtics 95, in a game that the Celtics made a little bit more respectable in the fourth quarter with some garbage time points. And that is it. As I am Vinny from Vita Productions, I am signing off, and I'll see you tomorrow.